BirdOPrey5. El Karuga. Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to BirdOPrey5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga. It is Deej with MomOPrey. You're here today.
I'm here.
And our other female guest. Oh, she took off on me. Never mind, she'll be back. Anyway, it's one of those days. It's a year since we lost our friend.
Yes. And I would like to say, to begin with, hail Karoga. Hail the late, great BirdOPrey5. I swear I'm not going to cry through this whole video. I really won't.
I don't know. I think every time you cry, I'm going to have to play him saying, "Fuck you, Deej," just to cheer you up.
No. I just clicked on, you have to understand, I depended on him so much for everything, but working simple things on my laptop or phone, I never realized how much I depended on him. So just now, until we came live, I had the side that just said private chat. I just now decided to hit the comments, and I see how many people are here already. And guys, I miss you all so much. I can't explain it. And of course, I miss Bird. This past year has had its ups and downs, mostly downs, but I'm trying. I had a few ups. The main thing that keeps me going is Charlie. And I know that he's the reason I've got to keep going. And Bird would want me to. Hey, Jill.
Hello. Yes, he would. That's true.
He would.
Just like
and
he'd want me to keep.
I haven't had some good times. Goodness. For someone that was in the house and did not go out for almost 15 years, more than an hour or two at a time, once every 3 months, maybe. This year I have been, well, Deej will tell you, where have I been, Deej? Bermuda, Puerto Rico twice.
Florida.
Florida, right. Florida twice. Oh my goodness. Right. Twice in Florida. MomOPrey is definitely a spur of the moment person. And she very rarely plans trips. She gets up and says, let's go. And to be honest, most of the time, I don't really feel like going. But then I think about her traveling alone with Charlie. And what am I going to do? Sit here and worry about them? I might as well go. I mean, and God forbid we're getting on a plane and something happens, then I'm really going to be alone. So if anything's going to happen to that plane, I want to be in it with them.
And when you get there, go ahead.
I was just going to say, he definitely had some scary things like showing up at LDG's door.
Yes. Yes. Right.
Scary things?
Yeah.
That's scary to show up at LDG's door because you never know how he's going to be dressed.
Yeah, I told him that he was getting a package and it was going to be delivered, but that he should at least put on pants or shorts or something before he opened the door, because the package I gave him, I was delivering it. And it was me, MomOPrey, and Charlie showed up at his door unannounced.
Which was comical because I was live streaming at the time just to catch both views, and LDG standing there just talking away. I said, go answer your damn door, because he didn't even hear it knock.
Yeah, that was the pictures that Bird had behind his bed of the Enterprise. There were 3 pictures that you could see when he streamed that made one big Enterprise. I brought down. We tried to ship them to LDG. Well, wait, no, the pictures.
I didn't know he got those. That is.
Yes, he's got them.
So appropriate.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. He'll put them up someday. He also has 2 boxes of paraphernalia of Bird's that he would keep. It was basically the things Bird was looking at from his bed that he had on top of the TV. Deej, you got to read these comments here.
Oh yeah, the comment from Thomas Potts, not as bad as LDG stalking MomOPrey. Gorilla remembers when he showed up at McDonald's stalking her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Bird was the one to put that.
He was the instigator.
Right. He made that happen. He found out that MomOPrey was at the big McDonald's 6 minutes from LDG's house and sent him there. And she was there with Charlie's babysitter and the babysitter's son. And when LDG got there, Joe was telling him, yeah, that's their table, but she wasn't at it. And she came back because apparently this McDonald's also serves pizza. It's, I don't know, the biggest McDonald's in Florida or in the country. I don't know. But she had gone to get pizza and Charlie was sitting at the table with the babysitter and her son. And MomOPrey is walking up with the pizza and she sees LDG standing there with a big microphone and camera. And she says, oh, I wonder who he's here to film. She thought he was a professional, whatever. And he came over to her. She sat down and he came over to her and said, Sis O'Prey. She wanted to kill us. She wanted to kill Bird because she had just come from being out in some kind of park all day, no makeup, no hair done. She was very but she was good natured about it. But yes, he did stalk her. There were so many things, so many times. And you, Deej, how many times did you have Sis O'Prey hit Joe with something?
Well, too many times to count. Well, actually, it wasn't just me, though. Captain Fandom Nerd was in on that.
Ah.
It was kind of a competition back and forth on who was going to...
Who
was
was
going to
do it?
I tried to flip things. Sometimes if I flip between the logo things, I may have to throw you back up real quick because,
StreamYard featured.
Yeah, it's goofy. But, it's because...
I can't possibly check them before. Captain says it was LDG. Okay. Yes. Ah!
That's from Deej. Deej.
Fuck you, Deej!
The first one to request.
The first one? How many people requested?
So it always goes to the first. It's the winner. Deej was our winner. Thank you, Deej.
Fuck you, Deej.
Yep.
Oh. But you guys know he loved you all. Oh, now I'm seeing the comments and wow.
Yeah, I should go back. I'm going to go back really quickly while we got a short little break and say hello to everyone that's popped in. William over on Bird's channel way early this morning. William Jackson stopped by to say hello. Mountains of Elysium, Ken Jack Ben, John Araki's over there. Lovely Sherry. Jedi Bill's over there. Over here on this one, we had John Myers. We had Outlaw Bill again. We have Jill, of course. Alex Barnett. Snorta Poopus Q Burr, our favorite polar bear. Orbital Nation. Norporeal life forms in here. We got FKHC's come by for the stream. We've got Yvette. We've got Gorilla's Random Thoughts. We've got, let's see, Kronos. I even called Kronos yesterday to make sure he was awake and would be here.
Oh, thank you. I miss Kronos. I miss everybody. Oh gosh, I do.
We got Bosco Gaskar's here. We've got Gap After Dark. Scrolling. Resolute Germ. Thomas Potts is in here. We're getting the whole.
Did you mention Outlaw Bill?
Yep, Outlaw Bill's in both.
Ah, wow. I'd love to know how to be in two places at once. That's really what I need to do. I have to find a way to be in two places at once. Like maybe I'll be sleeping in one place and running around the house with Charlie in another place. That would be perfect. Have I lost my mind in the past year? Yes, I have. It was never really a whole mind to lose anyway, so it's no big deal. Oh goodness, I'm looking at these and reading some of the chats to myself because we do miss him. We all miss him so much.
And look, Orbital Nation loves you.
Oh, thank you. And
Gap, you do miss Mop stories, but she has a story for you today. So
I do. I do. Yes, I have. I think now would be a good time to tell it. Well, let me go back. I'm sure everyone here either took part in originally or saw Bird's memorial, the actual memorial stream after the fact. But during the memorial, we had a closed casket. That wasn't because people have closed caskets for many reasons, but a lot of times if somebody was in an accident or something like that. No, you guys saw Bird a few days before he passed. He did a short from the hospital, and the YouTube community saw him deteriorating, I would say, for a good year and a half before he passed. He was losing weight, getting thinner, less energy, and many of his friends that he would speak to on the phone, but didn't actually see him for many years, plus family members that didn't see him. I mean, once COVID came, we had very few visitors, by our choice mostly. But anyway, so the closed casket wasn't for any special reason except I wanted him to be remembered as he was most of his life. Whether he was in the bed or not. He was not a small, thin person. That was he was never small, but he only got really thin in the last year. And that I didn't want anybody looking in the casket and being shocked. So that's why the casket was closed. I just needed to get that out one more time. No, the next thing I wanted to say was I heard one of the streams. It was from May 24th or May 2024. I don't know the exact date. It was replayed last week, and he was speaking, and one of the things he said was, I don't know how much longer I have. And they were talking about death, and whoever was on the stream talking to him, which I can't remember, unfortunately, they were saying, and the one thing Bird said is, all I ask is I'd like to go in my sleep. And he did. So I realized, and it was only last week that I heard this. I guess I was out of the house when he said it, or in another room. And I said, well, he did get what he wanted. He, chose the way it was. And he grabbed my hand the day before. And he pulled me closer to him. And he said, look at me. Look at me, Mom. He said, it's my time. And I want you to know I am not afraid. And he repeated it. He said, I am not afraid. I hugged him. And in my mind, I was saying, no. This isn't happening. But I guess somewhere in the back of my mind, I kind of knew it was. And the following day, I could see he was getting weaker. He couldn't even eat. He wanted me to make him like a smoothie, and he tried to drink it, but it wasn't going down. And Latoya, one of the personal assistants that became known to him in his last month of life, was there. And she says, I said, yeah, probably back to the hospital. But I said, let me jump in the shower. I wasn't in the shower 10 minutes. And I came out. And there's Latoya. She said, call 911. He's not breathing. And that was that. I mean, they came and they gave him a shot of something that got his heart going again, but he never came back. We went to the hospital and they wanted to do all sorts of things, but they would have to give him a trach again. And the one thing he said to me, we discussed it before he had gone into the hospital in the beginning of August. He discussed it with me and MomOPrey. He said, if it comes that they need to trach me again, don't let them do it. I was trached for so many months, I can't bear the thought of living without my voice and my legs. And I know that was his wishes. And I sat there and, you know, you have some, I don't know what to call them, hospital workers, some are nurses, not the doctor though. The doctor understood. I think it was like a physician's assistant that kept trying to push me to let him be trached. And then the doctor showed up and I said, no. He does not wish that to happen. If this is his time, you can save him without traching him, great. If not, we got to let him go. So she said, come in and say goodbye to your son. And I did. But he did it his way. He did it his way.
Yep.
Probably respecting his wishes is probably the toughest thing to do as a mother.
Oh, yeah. In fact, while he was in the hospital in August, early August, we filled out new health, whatever you call that, your last wishes, what you want. To appoint me or MomOPrey to carry out what he wanted. A healthcare proxy. It'll come back to me, see? And MomOPrey said to me, Shma, I am afraid you don't have the strength to do what he's asking. She says, I can do it. And I said, no, I'm not putting that burden on you. I'm not allowing you to be the person to make that choice because I don't want you to have to live with it. That's my job. But anyway, some good points. Let's get on. The night he passed. Now, MomOPrey was coming with nephew MomOPrey. I had called her immediately, and they were coming to meet me at the hospital, or she was. She brought Mary and Mary's son with them. Mary is his babysitter. And anyway, they were headed from New Jersey to Queens. And at some point, I texted her when they declared that he was gone. I texted her, I said, don't bother coming to the hospital. I'll meet you at the house. And she knew then. But so now we're in a king-size bed in his bedroom because it was He never used his bedroom since he got sick, but it was always there. And Sis O'Prey and Nephew O'Prey would sleep there when they came over. I would sleep in a recliner not far from Joe's bed, but like he was in the living room. I was in the dining room, which was all one big room, but I don't know, like around a corner, around a couch.
That's why you're always in earshot.
Yeah. I had to be that close. I didn't mind, like the recliner. I miss it. It's in storage. I still have it, but I don't have it with me now until we move. But anyway, but Mary and her son were in the living room, sleeping. Now, this was a 3-bedroom house, but we only really had one set up as a bedroom. So they had the couch, and the couch actually was a double recliner. So it was one of those lazy boys, the 2 recliners. So they were sleeping there on not the recliner I slept on, but so we're in the bedroom. Diana's on one side, Charlie's in the middle, I'm on the other side. I'm closer to like where the dresser was. She was closest to the door. Perfectly quiet, middle of the night. All of a sudden, I start hearing music and seeing lights. There was a plastic bin on the dresser that had Charlie's toys in it. And this toy was on the bottom. But nobody was moving. Nobody was awake. The toy went off by itself. I couldn't even find it. I'm going through it. I finally find it. It's a flashlight. But it's not a flashlight that you just push the button, that like maybe something rattled and turned it on. You had to actually like push this thing forward. And there was nobody there except us and Joe. I said, he's here. That was his sign. The next night, one of Charlie's toys that was on top of a very sturdy box or container, a train, fell off the box and went rolling across the room, also playing music. So I do believe that Joe was giving us signs right from the very beginning. And if any of you know that we have a Wordle group, was Joseph Petrick, Jeff, Professor Brainy Specs. Yvette was in it for a while. She still can see it. Out of nowhere. Now, Wordle, Joseph or Jeff gave me clues to. So getting Wordle in one was pretty common. But I have since gotten Birdle in 2 more times than I should have. It's like crazy. So I do believe Bird is here. I got to get on to the end and let other people talk. But first, here goes my last weekend. Not the weekend that just passed, the weekend before. Now, we had Bird cremated. And we also had Dad O'Prey cremated in 2011. And, had the urns in the house. The property in Caroga that we no longer own, the new owner gave us permission to go on the land to an area that was a stream, and we used to swim in it. It was the swimming hole. In fact, everybody in the area, basically, even though it was on our property, would go there to swim. We decided that there would be nowhere else that both Bird and DadOPrey would want to spend eternity except Karoga. So we went up there and we got to the water hole and we're going to spread the ashes. It was Camille, the person that took care of him with me for 15 years, minus the COVID years. Myself, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, a neighbor up there, Barbara, that we've known for 50 years, at least I have. Bird and Sis O'Prey knew her from when they were born. And we bought flowers, and we get there and we realize we cannot get down to the water hole. The water level was too low. We were going to spread the ashes in the water. And we also had the ashes of our two beagles that passed, Rebel and Charlie Dog. So we can't do that. And it's a beautiful spot. So we decided to spread the ashes near the stream, but under trees. And Charlie is there. He doesn't know what we're really, doing, but we gave him the flowers, and every time we put some ashes, tell him to, toss a rose, toss this. And he was doing that. And it was a very cloudy day. It looked like it might rain at any minute, but it didn't. And we spread the ashes in the order of which they passed, which was first DadOPrey, then Rebel Dog, who had passed on Joe's birthday one year, and then Charlie Dog, and then last but not least, Joe, Bird. And just as I finished with the last of his ashes, right around the base of a tree, the sun came out, and I swear this was not exaggeration. And the sun came through the tree limbs, the branches, and it looked like a window pane, almost like a cathedral window pane. And the breeze picked up just at that exact moment, and you saw the ashes just rising up towards the sun. I can't explain. That moment was so spiritual that I knew we were in the right place. And Joe will always be looking over Karoga. He will be the God Emperor of Karoga forever. He's probably watching the orphan miners too, making sure they don't get out. Got to keep them there.
I did have an alternate explanation for that, though, and for those that have been around the Bird Channel long enough, knew that Joe used to, as a kid, bury his toys out on the property. I still think it was Joe pointing out that he'd forgotten one, and he was pointing out where his toy was. That was just my explanation for it. He wanted somebody to get that last toy.
Yeah, that probably was it. Well, we'll have to go back. What I did tell Sis O'Prey, I said, when my time comes, if she's still able. I said that only because I figure I'm here till 130. And, like she might be near 100. She might not be able to. I said, if my time comes and you're still able, just do the same thing with me. She goes, I won't even ask permission. I'll just go there. It's a trail. It's not on the road. You have to follow a trail into this area. But like I said, it is a popular spot. So Yeah. And of course, we have all said if we ever won the lottery, we'd buy back the house and all the property with it. And it really was nice. It was nice to have Camille there. And afterwards, the neighbor Barbara, which is directly across the road, her nephew has 2 children. Charlie's a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. And it was the first time that Charlie was able to just run free without being surrounded by fences. We went to her, I don't even call it her backyard, her side yard. These are acres of land. They just run. And it was just a really nice afternoon in Caroga. Now, we still have 4 acres there. It's owned jointly now. It was a 6 birds, a 6 Dianas, and a third to BirdOPrey's sister and a third to BirdOPrey's brother. But now that Joe is gone, Diana owns a third, so it's 3, split 3 ways. And it's 4 acres of land. 1 acre, though, is zoned for residential. So they're really, if she wanted to get together with her aunt and uncle, they could put some kind of shelter, house, something on that 1 land, a 1 acre. But now is not the time yet. Maybe sometime. Let's see, what else? Okay, Deej. You have that video?
Let me switch back, so I'll have to bring you back up because these things. It's StreamYards.
Yeah,
StreamYard. It's been in the butt.
It's a bug.
But before I switch,
yes,
I told you it was going to happen, and we can blame Kronos for this one. I told you it happened. Well, it's Kronos' fault on this one.
Okay, but at least Kronos had enough sense not to ask for me in a towel. Then we would have known he was nuts.
Yeah, but
hey, Kronos, I love you.
I warned you it was going to happen at some point.
And I said it was fine.
So we will do it. It's all Kronos' fault. Everybody smack Kronos. But we'll get a little Joe laughing here.
Cross was only on the original series. Sulu? Yeah, she just went down. Don't come. Don't.
Too late. Richie Poole is going to hate himself.
Crap. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off. Just a little bit. I shut the camera off.
It's too late. It's recorded on the internet forever.
He wants a donation.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm switching, so I'll bring you right back up.
Okay.
Oh, wow. It kept you up this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, you just never know what it's going to do.
Okay. Well, MomOPrey has a requested video.
Yes,
She wants.
and then I have a cute story after it.
So here we go.
Just comic relief. What are you doing?
Thanks. I gotta go get his passy.
I don't know that I can hold. Oh! Oh! I'm sorry, Charlie. I'm sorry. He bit me. He bit me. Oh, Charlie. Oh, Charlie. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect him to bite me. He's got teeth now. Happy baby. Happy baby. Yeah, Charlie likes Bonanza.
You better keep going.
Dun 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 dun. Why would you put my finger in his mouth?
You put your finger in his mouth, number one. Number two, just be happy it's not your nipple. Oh my God.
I love that part. Be happy it's not your nipple and you hear MomOPrey in the background.
Oh, God. Anyway, now, how old could Charlie have been in that picture? 6 months old?
Well, probably about 6 months.
All right. Now, my bed, I have one of those beds with the remote where the head comes up, the feet come up, whatever you want to do with it. And Charlie likes to play. He makes up all his own games. But he got in my bed, I don't know, a couple of months ago. And he says, okay, let's play a game. I'm Uncle Joey. And he puts the head of the bed up and he gets a tray table. A wooden tray table that goes on like over your lap. He puts it over his lap. He gets his Chromebook. And then he gets another keyboard and something else, which is not a real computer, but he's got, in his mind, he's got 2 computers on the bed, and he's Uncle Joey. And he says to me, now you come here and be Charlie. I said, okay. He takes my finger. No, he takes his finger and puts it in my mouth and then screams. And I'm like, oh my God. And I said he could not remember this. The only thing I could think is that he has my phone a good portion of the time. And he watches YouTube videos, mostly whatever he watches. I can't even think of it. But I'd say cartoons for lack of better. But I really don't know what he's watching most of the time. I bet he watched that on a video and it brought back, and he's going to be Uncle Joey, and Charlie's going to bite his finger. It's like, I mean, he goes through this whole, he sets up the bed. He tells his mother, okay, you be sassy. Grandma, you be grandma. I said, sure. I get to do everything. Yeah. He wants me to bring him food. He really is too much. But the day that he, screamed, oh, God.
Thomas Potts, he is way too young for that. Stop it.
No, Thomas. Oh, Kronos is saying it.
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Maybe we'll get MomOPrey to say it one day, though, and that would be appropriate.
I don't think I could ever say that to you. I could say it to a few other people. One name I'll leave out. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing. I wouldn't say
Oh.
it. Anyway, I really think that when I saw that light from the sun, it lifted me. I felt lighter. I felt less stressed. And I know some of you may think that playing his streams 24/7 might be a bit much, but I get up every morning, and as soon as I can, I keep it going, but like I hit the, what do you call it, sound. I'm muted, because otherwise, being else here, I don't leave it on all the time. I hit the mute button and let it play, and then when I get up in the morning, I unmute him for a while, and I hear him talk, and a lot of the things I've never heard before. A lot of the stories he's told when I was walking Sassy, having a cigarette. And there are still some things when he starts talking about it, and I'm saying, I don't need to know that. I didn't know it then, and I don't want to know it now. And I'll shut the volume. But all in all, it brings me more peace hearing him, seeing him. And I know I have to move on, but not really, I'm doing what I have to do. And look at all these adopted sons I have. I mean,
Don't forget the daughters.
And daughters, yes.
Yeah, he's left
a great community of people, and I apologize for not being able to get on my own channel and stream somewhat and say hello to other people on their channel. In fact, he used to go every Friday night and listen to Doomcock. He liked his singing. He liked a lot of things, and I did too. And I've only been able to get, the whole year, I've only been able to get myself back there twice. There are certain things that just hurt too much. And for some reason, that's one of them. I don't know why.
He always requested songs for you.
Yeah.
From him.
He did. Yeah. And I don't know why. I like that song. I'm not an overly religious person. But that song, Down in the Valley, just like touched me. And now that I've talked about it, I'm going to have to go back to Doomcock one Friday night. All right, Deej, you have any other?
Well, we did have a question earlier. Was there any updates about Sassy?
Sassy was officially adopted. Now, when she left, she was in a rescue home, and we thought they were going to adopt her. Sassy wound up, they helped her lose weight. She looked like a puppy again. The last photo we had, she was half her size and playing. It was a video, and she was out playing in a park with another beagle and looked very happy. But then the couple, their beagle was also Sassy's age. So they had 2 8-year-old beagles, and they decided that they really wanted a puppy. So they would have one younger dog and one older dog. But another family came along and adopted her, and she's doing well. Diana keeps in touch with them. They're not as, I would say, open. Like the other people used to send at least once a week a text with a photo or a video. And like Diana asked them for an update, like, gee, could you send me a picture of her? They do. But so the last we heard, she was doing well, and yeah, we miss her. And now Diana's starting on me again. She wants a dog. Well, number one, Charlie is allergic to dogs. Number two, I said to her, we got Sassy. You were going to help me with her. You walked her once. She said, oh no, I didn't say I was going to help you with the day-to-day things. I said I would pay her vet bills. That isn't the way I remember it, and it wasn't the way Bird remembered it. So I said to her this time, she does work every day. I said, I know you want a dog. Think of what it would do to your son. He's got terrible eczema and he's allergic to so many things. He's outgrowing some, but it's terrible to see the kid itchy and this and that. Sometimes he'll go to a new park and there might be some plants or trees or something that just don't agree with him. And since I can't tell the difference between, what the plants are or whatever, and he comes home so itchy, you got to give him a bath and he's still itchy and crying, I just don't see, how we could get a dog with him. Plus,
I have a solution.
Oh, wait a minute. Plus, I didn't get any younger. I couldn't take care of Sassy the way I should have. How am I going to take care of another dog? Go ahead with your solution.
I have two solutions here. Number one, you could just get a stuffed toy dog. Say, there you go. There's your dog. Or second, we'll do a fundraiser. We'll get me a dog outfit, and then we'll get me a ticket out, and I'll be this dog.
I like that. Yes, especially since we have about 5 stuffed dogs. They're all on the couch, lined up now. Anybody comes over, they got to move the stuffed dogs. But, yeah, Deej, okay, that's it. All right, the other news is, it took about 10 months, 10 and a half months for the court to actually, you have to, you get a lawyer, give them the will, fill out whatever papers had to be filled out, and letters of testamentary is what they issue so that you can the beneficiary can open a checking account in the estate of, Joe Bird, the estate of BirdOPrey5. That's what we should have done. But anyway, Bird's will, and again, I will take 100% blame or credit for this. When he was making out his will, his father had passed already, and he was going to just, name me, because I'm his next of kin, as beneficiary. And I said, no. I could not imagine outliving him. I said, no, you're not married. Your sister's not married. You make wills. You make each other beneficiary. Makes sense. Even the month before, when he was making out that, well, almost a year before, when we were going through all the paperwork with the lawyer, with trying to get the help in the house. We were doing that basically so that if something happened to me, he would be able to live in his own house still. You know how that worked out. So anyway, MomOPrey is his beneficiary. Of course, even I'm sure there's a stream where he mentions it. She's the beneficiary, but along with any of his assets, she had to agree to take care of me for the rest of my life. I'm not kidding. That was part of the agreement. So anyway, the paperwork finally came through last month. Went to the bank, opened the checking account. So now the house can be sold, because you couldn't do anything with the house and until that was. So the house was listed. We got an offer on the house, and it's under contract. Hopefully within 60 days, that will be settled. And then we can go look for a place to live and, buy a house. I'm very happy in this apartment complex, but it's not a place for Joey. Oh, yeah. Do you know how many times I call Charlie Joey? Anyway, I think having a backyard and his own room will be beneficial to him. And a place to play with his toys, not half a living room is... Half the living room is dedicated to his play area, and the other half to a couch and love seat, But it's a big room.
My 6-year-old loves to run outside. Her backyard is her favorite place to play.
Yeah. Before we moved here, when I first came here, Diana was renting a house from my nephew. But through a divorce, they had to sell the house. So we wound up, I actually showed Deej. I called him one night. I thought I didn't realize I was on video. I thought I was making an audio call, but, I get confused. So I did show him the outside. It's a complex of, I don't know, about 4 or 5 buildings. The one we're in is 3 stories. The first story is just garage. So Charlie can run back and forth and not disturb anybody below us. And the rooms are big. And the first floor of all the other buildings are retail. So there's restaurants and shops, and I very rarely need to leave the development. And since I do have my license, but I'm not driving, this is very comfortable for me, but it's not for a 5-year-old boy. No. Yeah. He loved the yard in the other house. That was like, and he loves the hose and playing with water and all that stuff, blowing bubbles and running and I do believe that I am here for a reason. Diana works very hard, and at least now she has some time to herself. She's able to, I'm here. I'm taking care of Charlie. So she has a little time. Like she goes out either Saturday morning or Sunday morning. She likes to go to the YMCA, to the gym there, even though there's a fitness room in this building. But, she's not the same. She likes the machines over there. Whatever. Gives her a few minutes to herself. And Charlie occupies my mind constantly. but every day I will miss Bird for the rest of my life.
We all will.
Yeah.
I do.
Jill
miss
does
Bird.
have a few questions.
I do. I wanted to know more about Kuroga, about the things that he loved to do there.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, when he was young, I'm talking child age, we would spend a lot of time up there in the summer and long weekends. And Dad O'Prey just loved to drive the tractor. And Bird would go out with him and go before. When they were really little, we had like a wagon that we would put behind the tractor, a big wagon that you could fit, I don't know, 6 or 8 people sitting in it. And Dad O'Prey would drive the tractor and we'd just go around all the property. He liked being outside. There was blueberries to pick and strawberries in the beginning. Strawberries like died out after a while though. The fireplace had a gigantic stone fireplace in the house. As he got older, he liked to start the fires in there and keep them going. Just be outdoors. We had an ATV, an all-terrain vehicle. We would drive that around, but like he said, most of the time we'd go up there and something wasn't working on it. So it would take half the day to get it fixed, to drive it for an hour. But it was all fun. It was all cutting down trees. And then as he got older and he would go up with his friends, they would go right after Thanksgiving dinner. And he would go up with like 25 of his friends. And they'd play cards, they'd play games. Most of his friends got drunk. Sis O'Prey would go with him so she could say more about what they did. But, and then they had the Jeeps. So they would drive the Jeeps on the land, and some of them got stuck somewhere. Yeah, sometimes it was muddy. I just think he just enjoyed the outdoors and the house.
The Jeeps. That makes sense.
Oh, well, he actually had a Jeep. His first Jeep, he parked on the property and left it there for a couple of years. And somebody came by, a friend of a friend. I wasn't there that time. It was a younger guy that didn't have a lot of money, but loved Jeeps and wanted to be Joe gave it to him. He wanted to fix it up and use it. And he wanted to buy it from Joe. And Joe said, you know what? Take it. That was Joe. He said, I'm not using it. I'm not going to use it again. So he just gave it away.
He didn't even sell it.
No, he gave it away.
How?
Yeah. It, he figured it was a younger kid that, he told him, I think he said something like, whatever you were going to give me, put it into the Jeep and fix it right. Like something like that, like make sure it was safe to drive. That was the first. It was a 1986 Jeep, and we're talking like possibly 2001 or 2002 that he gave it to him. So it wasn't like he gave him a new Jeep. He gave him something almost 15 years old. So,
hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm driving an 18-year-old truck.
Deej, at the beginning of COVID, I was driving Dad O'Prey's Chevy, what's that pickup? Oh God, help me. Avalanche. I was driving a 2004 Avalanche, and we sold it. We didn't give it away. We sold it. COVID started February, March. Before the end of March, I sold it. And that was like 2-3 weeks later when everything started to like close up and you couldn't get cars here. The prices of used cars went through the roof. Yeah, well, we sold it before then. But that's what I was driving. I wouldn't know the cars today with the screens and the cameras, the backup cameras. I've never driven them. I can't start Diana's car. I don't know how. I mean, I used to put keys in the ignition and turn it.
Yeah. Now it has a button. Mine has a button.
Yeah. She's got, well, she leases it. So it's I don't know, 2023. Yeah. Whatever it is, a Subaru. Yeah. It's a button. And all she needs to do is have her key fob near it. There, I don't know. I guess if I really wanted to drive again, I'd figure it out or learn.
I do miss turning my keys, but you're making me miss that.
I still turn my key. I have no screen that shows me backing up. I don't have any of that.
You don't have it. See, that's what I'm used to driving.
No, even though I have that, I do have that screen. I still look back physically. I don't stop looking back on my own because I feel like one of these days the screen's going to fail.
That's true. That's true, Joe.
Or it gets mud on the camera. You can't see through it. I don't trust them.
And then there goes Fluffy. So I don't want that to happen.
No, Fluffy.
So aside from Karoga, did BirdOPrey5 have any favorite places to go, like favorite stores or things around where he lived?
I wouldn't say stores, but I mean, besides Karoga, he loves Sedona, Arizona, those kind of, he was pretty fond of Vegas. I mean, he traveled so much. He did.
He loved getting Jeep stuck in the mud.
Yes, in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He got the Jeep stuck in the mud in Hawaii.
What did he like about Vegas? Did he like gambling?
He wasn't a big gambler, but yes, he did. Now he didn't play poker in Vegas. I'm trying to think what he did.
I've got a video of what Bird might have been liking in Vegas.
Oh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that I guess.
I
That
always love
wasn't
that
the
video.
time I was with him. He did have the 10 years he worked for Sidney Frank. He did more things in those 10 years that many people don't do in their lifetime. Between traveling and it was a great 10 years. It was almost as if, well, it helped him get through the next 15, let's put it that way. All those memories and all the good times. He was a social person on many levels. But again, I'm looking at him from a mother's point of view. I will say the one woman that he had been madly in love with for years. But I would say there were times they were more than friends, and there were times that they remained friends. She did come back into his life a few months before he passed, and came to visit. And I mean, obviously he was in the bed and really sick, but he enjoyed having her company there. She was the one person at 6 something this morning texted me with just a heart and the prayer emoji. And I texted her back and said, thanks for remembering. Which shows me that I think she cared almost as much for him as he cared for her. If not the same, I'll never know. But he wound up getting sick before things could have gone to be more than friendship. So, well, goodness, guys, it's 12:12.
Oh.
I have to be out of here in 15 minutes. We are now in the Jewish religion, which I am not Jewish, and neither was Joe, but my sister-in-law is. Usually a year after someone's death, the tradition is an unveiling of the gravestone. Well, we don't have a gravestone, and we're not unveiling it, but it is the year anniversary. So, and since none of the family members could make it up to Caroga last weekend, we're going out to a late lunch just in Joe's memory, just to be together and whatever. So I got to be out of here in 16 minutes. I'm going to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to go back and read the chat. And so everybody donate to Deej so he can buy a dog outfit and a ticket to New Jersey.
Sure, MomOPrey will be thrilled.
Don't say that because they'll actually do it.
Oh, goodness.
I want to thank Jill for postponing the Twilight Zone today just to be here.
Oh, thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
well, he always, he didn't make it to all my shows, but he always tried to guest on my Tuesday shows every time he could, and I know he loved the Twilight Zone.
Oh, he
and
did.
he would have guested on like several
And
by
Jill,
now.
you could have talked about anything. If he could have been there, he was.
Uh-oh.
Really?
We got one. We got one last thing here.
Oh, go ahead.
Connect me to MomOPrey if you don't mind. Or wait, is this on speakerphone? Yeah, that'd be great, man.
There you go, Mom. You got Kronos.
That was Kronos?
This is Kronos.
I just want to say MomOPrey rocks. Really, really rocks. Okay? Yeah, I've said my stuff. I'm done. Later, taters.
Later, tater.
Later, tater.
Aw, thank
Wow.
you. You know, I can't see what's going on Bird's channel. There's one name that just popped into my head. Oh, come on, help me. Wait, give me a minute. Not Kronos, of course. I know Kronos. Is Mike Richardson?
No, he's not here.
He's
I
not.
think he's trying to chase down his package again.
From Ohio.
Oh, it's in Columbus, Ohio. Yeah,
it is.
I'm sorry he didn't make it, but I miss him too. And there was a name earlier that you read that I don't think you recognized, Deej. I'm trying to go. Alex Barnett.
Yep.
He is, what do you call that? The governor of poker game that Bird played, and I still play.
And he's been around because he remembered my phone died the other day. So
okay, yeah. Well, that's how we know him. Is from Governor of Poker originally,
and here right at the very end, Captain Fandom Nerd pops in. 54.5 Access Radio popped in. Last Son of K popped in.
Oh wow.
Thomas Potts.
Yes, Thomas Potts. Grew up. So many names. So many
Of course,
people.
John Rocky's been here a while.
Yes. Yeah, John. Oh.
And now Kronos is claiming that was a bot, not him. I know better, Kronos. I have your phone number.
Aha.
Oh, and okay, jeez. These dang pervs have to have the kissing Dax. I swear.
Good idea, Gorilla. I don't know. I really like that episode.
And I see Gorilla's Random Thoughts wrote F-U-U-P-S. That one. Oh, God.
F-U, UPS. You drive 2 blocks from my house and you still don't drop the package off and you go elsewhere. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could stay.
Well,
but thank you for listening. Thank you for having me, Deej.
Well, thank you for calling me last week and saying that you wanted to do this.
Well, you're welcome. I needed to do this. I feel so dumb with some of the things that sometimes I try to get information. By the way, I still carry Bird's phone. I have my own phone, but I carry his phone because most of his information that I need, and I never know what I'm going to need, I can find on his phone. But sometimes I just get so confused that the simple things leave my brain.
You want to see something weird?
Yeah.
Got his phone next to you?
I like this song.
It's weird, but it's been a year and I still haven't been able to take his phone number out of my phone.
Well, don't, because if mine ever breaks, you can get me on this. If I could. I thought I picked it up to answer. I hung up.
Well, I just, as soon as you saw
it.
that it was still coming through,
Yes.
We're here. We don't need to talk on the phone.
Don't take his number out because if something happens to my phone, I try to reach you, I'd use his, but I get that,
Which
you
is
know,
going to
it's a little-
freak me out because Bird's calling, and it's going to be like, what
Right.
the hell?
Right.
Gonna
So
freak me
look,
out.
it's either me, MomOPrey, or Charlie.
Well, it could be Charlie because he's been known to send me messages on Facebook through DisaPrey's account. So
I know.
I get videos. But anyway,
Okay,
we need to let you go because you got to take off here shortly.
Yes, I do. Again, thank you. Thank everybody for coming.
Anytime, like you you have stuff to say. It doesn't always have to be his anniversary. Of the.
I know.
Well,
It
anniversary
does,
is wrong
and it
word for
doesn't
it.
always have to be me either. I'm sure there's plenty of people
Right.
out here in YouTube land that would love to have you on as guests just to talk to you.
I think
Well,
that's what I'm
thank
trying to
you
say.
all.
You're welcome on my channel if you want to talk and Deej isn't available or LDG isn't available.
Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it. And just knowing everybody is out there is a comfort to me.
And would you before you leave, tell Thomas Potts he's wrong.
Oh, Thomas, Deej's not the father. No. No. Charlie has about 12 to 15 half siblings. That guy really got around, the donor. They have a website. And you can look, you know, there's like 12 to 15 half brothers and sisters out there. When Charlie's 18, he'll know the name of the donor, but not until then.
Well, you'd kind of have to have the donor list. I'd hate to be a kid that was conceived this way, and then I find out that the girl that I'm dating is actually my
Right.
half sister.
Exactly.
That'd be creepy.
Well, I'll tell you one thing: the women that chose to be on the website and wait, you know who they are, and post pictures of the kids. Most of the kids look so much alike that you would almost have to, like, if you saw a girl you were looking at that looked so much like you, you'd have to wonder. But anyway, I gotta go. I wish I could stay.
Thanks for
thank you all.
having this with us.
You all.
Thanks for sharing. I hadn't heard any of those stories or any of that before. I didn't
good.
even know LDG had that picture. I'm gonna bug him about putting it up next
Yeah,
time.
he's got that.
He's on
He
camera.
keeps saying he wants somebody to come and hang it professionally with a laser. I don't know. I shoved it on the wall using, what do you call that? Command tape or whatever that was. That you just stick on and then it comes off without ruining the paint. Is that command things? Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
that's
All right, guys. I'm going. I'm not going to let another year pass. I will be around more often. Thank you. Bye. I'm leaving.
You're welcome.
If I figure out how to get out. Oh, this little roll. Okay. Bye, guys.
I have trouble with that now too. Bye.
Yeah.
I just closed the tab. I say the heck with it.
Yeah, right. Well, they made it all completely icons now, and it doesn't even pop up with words when you scroll over it. Oh, now it does. They're starting to fix it. Play the
what
clip.
clip?
Oh,
What
LDG
clip?
wants you to play the clip.
What clip? I don't know what he's
Oh, I
talking
think to
about.
take us out whenever you're ready to take us out. But thank you, Deej, for hosting this and bringing MomOPrey.
Well, I see
Come
one
on
clip that
to say those
says
stories.
"Goodbye, Bird," and I'm going to play that as we.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the one. So,
Mm.
thank you, Jill, for coming by.
And thank you to everyone who was here to remember Bird, and I'll be thinking about him all day.
All right, folks. Thanks for coming. Make sure I put the link in earlier. Go to Bird's channel and give it a like on the video stream over there. Make sure everybody sees the love for Bird. And well, here we go.
So take care, everybody. All kapla. Thank you for coming by. And I doubt I will be online later, but maybe we'll see. And enjoy your day. Enjoy, remember at 3:00 p.m., whenever that is for you, to do a moment of remembrance. And I will talk to you soon. Kapla.
And we're
Kapla.